Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. The name's Defender, and welcome to Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. Developed by Sucker Punch and released for the Sony Playstation 2 in 2002. When many people think of mascots for the Sony Playstation 2, two groups usually come to mind: Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter. But those in the know that Sly Cooper deserves to sit among those titans as one of the most cunning, devious platformers on the Sony Playstation 2. But enough chat, we got a job to do, so let's get started.
Sly, come in! Sly, do you read me?
Yeah, I read you. Loud and very loud.
Sorry, I'm a little nervous. Trying to break into police headquarters does that.
Get over it, Bentley. You're safe in the van. I'm the thief here. I've got to steal that file from Inspector Carmelita Fox.
Well, count on me to be your eyes and ears, buddy. Got their security system totally scoped. To get inside, you're gonna have to go through that air vent.
All right, I'm going in.
And don't forget you got me at the wheel, Sly. All you gotta do is grab the file and get back to the van. We'll do the rest.
Just keep that engine running, Murray. I'll be down in no time.
All right, we get a nice little intro over the little tutorial area, and yes, the police headquarters are kind of your best place to learn the basic controls. I will be sure to go more over them as we actually get to places where they will actually, ask us to do stuff. Yeah, starting the day off with a little breaking and entering, as a thief does.
Hey, Bentley, I think I'm seeing things. Must be vertigo or something. Can you see those crazy blue lights?
Really? I've read about this. Master raccoon thieves are able to sense thieving opportunities, which manifest themselves as unexplainable blue auras. According to my research, all you have to do is get near them and hold down the circle button, and you should perform a super sneaky master thief move.
Hold down the circle button near blue auras. I'm on it.
Alright, so yeah, as Bentley was saying, these blue sparkles or auras indicate thieving opportunities. Depending on what they are, will affect what you can do. Just get close and press the circle button. It's pretty standard. Alright, into the air vent.
Be extra careful here, Sly. Break one of those laser beams and you'll set off the alarms. Not to mention, you'll be fried to a crisp.
Well, we don't want that. If you see these little siren things, you can break them to shut off any kind of security nearby.
Nice job, you're in. Inspector Carmelita Fox's office is behind the red door.
Well, that sure looks like a red door, but,
That door must be super reinforced, Sly. Maybe there's a way to get around it.
as a thief, you never take the direct approach. Also, breaking things lets you earn coins. As you'll kind of see, this game is structured very similarly to another Sony PlayStation mascot at the time, Crash Bandicoot. That'll become more apparent later.
Sly. This is where Inspector Carmelita Fox stashes all her important files. I hacked into the police security mainframe and discovered this vault's combo. Try dialing in 937.
Bingo.
Nice job! You got it! If you come down through the fire escape and head through the parking lot, we'll be waiting in the getaway van.
I'm on my way, Murray. Just gotta leave a little token of my appreciation. Alright, let's go.
Criminal! You foolish raccoon. I've caught you red-handed.
Ah, Carmelita. I haven't seen you since I gave you the slip in Bombay.
Which reminds me, you need to return the Firestone of India to its rightful owners.
Ah, and I was gonna give it to you as a little token of my... Hey, that bazooka really brings out the color of your eyes. Very fetching.
You think? This pistol packs a paralyzing punch. You ought to try it. Might snap you out of your crime spree.
And give up our little rendezvous?
Plenty of time for that once you're safely behind bars.
Love to stick around and chat, but I just dropped by to pick up this case file. I think you've had it long enough.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really must be going. Currently, this fire escape is serving more as escape than fire, but it works. Also, enjoy the nice bad sucker punch French with le exit. It's so bad, it's great.
Escape me, raccoon!
Once again, my gang and I had given Inspector Carmelita Fox the slip. I was surprised to see how well she took it. Finally, the secret police file I'd been searching for all these years. With this, I could avenge my family and regain possession of our most valued treasure. It all began when I was just a kid, bouncing on my father's knee. You see, I come from a long line of master thieves who kept all their secrets of sneaking and stealing in an ancient book. The Thievius Raccoonus. Anyone who read it learned to be especially sneaky, which is why we specialized in stealing from criminals. After all, there's no honor, no challenge, no fun stealing from ordinary people. You rip off a master criminal, and you know you're a master thief. Well, on the night I was supposed to inherit the book, 5 visitors came unannounced to our door. My father fought to protect us, but the gang of villains known as the Fiendish Five overpowered him and ransacked our house until they found the Thievius Raccoonus. Our family's manual of thieving greatness fell into their filthy hands. They tore the book into 5 pieces and split it up, each villain disappearing to the farthest corners of the world to commit dastardly crimes. Broken alone, I was dumped at the town orphanage. There I met 2 guys who became my lifelong buddies and trusted crew. Bentley, techno genius and strategist supreme, and Murray, part-time driver and full-time burden. Together we pledged to track down the Fiendish Five, avenge my father, and steal back the Thievius Raccoonus. I knew I was about to face the toughest test of my life. On this mission, I would either become a master thief like my ancestors before me, or fail and allow my family name to bite the dust.
So, you know, no pressure or anything. Alright, that's our save icon.
That was a nice piece of work back there at police headquarters, Sly. Come see me if you want to check out any of your old movies. I've got them all here on my computer. Use the left analog stick to move around the hideout and the X button to select things.
Alright, so this is our headquarters, our hideout, basically.
I've already plotted a route to our first target.
But yeah, we kind of go on a, almost a world structure. So this is World 1. You can only access worlds in the order, as you can guess. But, well, you can do things like this.
One.
Yeah, if you press X on Murray, he'll do a funny little animation.
I've already plotted a route to our first target.
But, we got work to do. So let's just get started.
The road trip gave me the time I needed to study up on Sir Raleigh the Frog. As a young man, this hot-tempered frog grew bored of his life of luxury and privilege. On a whim, he tried his hand at a bit of piracy and found it to his liking. Raleigh, who quickly became addicted to crime, was brought into the Fiendish Five as chief machinist, where his evil tinkering genius rose to new heights. The last reported sighting of this mad machinist was off the soggy coast of the Isle o' Wrath, a small island uncomfortably situated in the middle of a perilous Welsh triangle.
Sly Cooper in Tide of Terror. Yeah, that's kind of the tone that we're going throughout this whole thing, so, I love it. It's so cheesy, it's so great. A stealthy approach. Well, here we are. No real time for sightseeing, though.
Hey, Sly, I just spotted something that's going to complicate the mission. See that nasty-looking gate? It blocks the only road leading into Raleigh's hideout.
No problem.
I'll just use my climb move.
Okay, but remember, you can only climb on certain objects, like pipes and ropes.
Yeah, sure, and like that ladder there?
That is correct, but do not forget, Sly. You have to get close.
Then hit the circle button to grab it. Yeah. Relax, Bentley. I live for this stuff.
Yeah, and that's what worries me.
The over-tutorialization will end relatively soon. It's, it's early days. We gotta go through the tutorials like everybody does. Ooh, clues.
Now, this is very interesting. The message you just found appears to be some sort of code. I'll decipher here in the van. In the meantime, see if you can find any more clues. The more I have, the easier it'll be to crack the code.
So yeah, the clue bottles are kind of your crate equivalents in this game. If you manage to break all of them, you'll get yourself a very nice surprise. Also, there are lots of objects in the environment you can destroy for coins. Coins kind of work like they do in most games. Collect 100 of them, you get something. But it's not a one-up at first. For every 100 coins you collect, you will earn a Lucky Charm. The Lucky Charm is basically this game's Aku Aku equivalent. If you have a Lucky Charm and you take damage, you won't die. You can stock up to 2, and for every 100 coins you collect, you'll get another Lucky Charm. If you have a Lucky Charm already, collecting 100 coins will get you a better Lucky Charm. If you have the maximum charms allowed, collecting 100 coins will then give you a 1-up. And as Bentley was saying, you can jump and climb onto ladders, ropes, and pipes and other climbable things by jumping and hitting the circle button.
Hold on, Sly. See those searchlights? One careless step, and you'll be subjected to acute combustion.
You done whining? Let's go.
I'm just trying to keep you alive, partner. Fortunately for you, I launched these signal repeaters throughout Raleigh's fortress. Get close to one, and I can checkpoint your progress.
Nice.
Alright, I like checkpoints. Checkpoints are nice. Hello, Genre, we're glad to have you here. So these guys with the throwing stars, they throw their stars low into the ground, so jump over them. Thankfully, most enemies do go down in a single hit, but unfortunately by default, the same is also true for you. If you get hit with no Lucky Charms, you die.
According to my amphibio positioning system, that big blimp is where Raleigh is hiding out.
You know, that blimp looks more like a machine than a hideout.
You're right, Sly. That is a storm machine. It's the reason why it never stops raining around here.
That explains all the wrecked ships.
But why would Raleigh want bad weather at his own hideout 24/7?
Beats me. But rain or shine, I'm gonna steal my family's book back. And if Raleigh gets in my way, it's on.
Alright, well, we know where we're going, at least. These guys breathe fire, so wait for them to stop, and then move in. Just jump to avoid getting wet and being swept up. Yeah, how's everybody doing today? I hope everyone's doing just fine.
Nice job so far, Sly. To get over the next gate, you'll need to grab onto this hook using your cane. Just jump and hit the circle button.
Got it. Jump and hit the circle button to grab onto hooks.
Fair enough. Yeah, you can swing back and forth with the left analog stick. Yeah, as you can see, you got your standard double jump. Jump, then hit the X button again to double jump. It's a jump you do twice. Ah, Lucky Charm. Unfortunately, it doesn't look edible, but take what we can get. Another checkpoint. Avoid the searchlights. Excuse me. Whoop. Shut down the security.
That large vault has got to be somehow related to those clues and bottles you've been collecting. If you can locate all the clues in this area, I should be able to crack the code and get you inside it.
So yeah, the vaults or safes are where all your clue bottles are spent. You'll be able to get lots of goodies, but as Bentley was saying, you need all the clues in a stage in order to crack open a vault. Which thankfully, we're about to get.
You found it, Sly. That's the final clue to crack the code. Now find that vault, and I'll give you the instructions
Also, for whatever reason, it seems like Bentley's voice gets cut off and it just says, press the circle to enter the vault code. That's how it's always been. I don't know if that's an oversight in just my disc or altogether, but I think it's funny.
The clues have led me to believe that the code for this vault is 792.
792, okay. And no, if you already know the code to a specific stage's vault, you can't open it without the clues. Sorry, they thought of that.
Sly, you found a page from the Thievius Raccoonus. This page teaches old Drake Cooper's fast attack dive move. Press the triangle button to use it.
Alright, so we've learned a thief move. As you crack open vaults, you will acquire more pages of the Thievius Raccoonus, which can teach you skills. The first one you get is Dive. Press triangle to lunge at an enemy. It's a useful, fast-moving attack. Let's see, not doing that great, but I could be worse off. I'm enjoying the animation of this game, though. I'm sorry that you're not doing so well, genre, but yeah, this is a one of the early examples of a game using a cell shading. Cell shading? Cell shading. There we go. Jeepers. Yeah, I know that one of the, bigger games to use it was The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker, which came out a year later in 2003, and Dragon Quest VIII, which was released in 2004 and 2005. But yeah, no, this is one of the very first games to feature a real attempt at cell shading, and I think the results speak for themselves. Anyway, here's a key. Sweet. Oh, there's a lock. Oh, convenient. The key goes right into it. How about that? But enough of this place. Let's start prowling the grounds. Double jump up here.
That blimp looks like the most secured location on this boat. If Raleigh's really as smart as his police files suggest, then that's where I'll find him.
Wonderful idea, but your plan is flawed.
Why?
Because it's impossible to get near him. To access Raleigh's blimp, you would have to sneak through that high-voltage power tube. To do that without getting electrocuted, you'd have to destroy that power generator. And to do that, you need 2 more of Raleigh's treasure keys, which are heavily guarded.
Interesting. So when are you gonna get to the impossible part?
Fine. But I warned you. I've marked the areas you need to hit with holographic markers. Follow them to your objectives.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. It's your funeral.
Wow, thanks for the vote of confidence, Bentley. Let's drop down here. Yeah, that's a lucky charm you can pick up in the wild.
Wow, you found a lucky charm. That'll protect you when you take any damage.
So yeah, because of the gold, we can now take 2 hits before dying. Man, I've heard school PA systems with better quality than that. I'm going to try to avoid not talking over the flavor dialogue, but it might be tough sometimes. But anyway, here's a 1-up. Remember, always collect your own disembodied head. It means you get another life. Because that's how it works? I don't know. But yeah, this game uses a life system. So you want to make sure you collect as many of them as you can. We actually got quite a few options available to us. Let's go here first. Into the machine. So yeah, as you can see, each stage has 3 things to collect. A key, a safe, and an hourglass-looking thing.
Better close those furnace doors. Jump and press the square button. I'll slam them shut.
Alright. Got an overhead strike. No big deal. Yeah, we'll learn more about the hourglass-looking things later. Well, I say hourglass-looking things. They are hourglasses. Their purpose is what's the mystery.
Eureka! We're in the engine room! My analysis tells me that if you trace the spinning crankshaft all the way back to its source, you'll find Raleigh's treasure key and sabotage his machine while you're at it.
Alright. I like some good old sabotage.
Remember, Sly, hold down the circle button near the blue stealth auras to perform super sneaky thief moves.
Alright, I got it. I can't tell you how much of a relief it is to see a game where with animals as the main character isn't loud and obnoxious. It is nice. They don't really make much of a point about it. Also, fun fact, if you're lucky, in Ratchet and Clank Going Commando on the title screen, sometimes Ratchet will play games from different Sony properties at the time. Usually Jak and Daxter, but occasionally from Sly Cooper. And this is one of the stages that he'll play. So yeah, that's just a nice little Easter egg. Make sure to jump on the boilers to get the bottles. I'll take the one up, thank you. Hello, Big ZD. We're glad to have you here. Hope you're having a nice, relaxing Monday. You just joined us in a little bit of industrial sabotage. Here's a checkpoint. Yeah, as I had mentioned previously, Sly Cooper and Thievius Raccoonus was developed by Sucker Punch. You might know them better today as the developers of the infamous series and Ghost of Tsushima. But believe it or not, this was actually not their first video game. It's the first video game that probably most people would think of, but it's not. Their first game was actually a little-known 3D platformer called Rocket, Robot on Wheels, which was released for the Nintendo 64 in 1999. In fact, that makes it not only their first game, but so far Sucker Punch's only game they've ever released that was not on a Sony system. In fact, I think, aside from that game, they've never released any of their other games on anything except Sony systems. Let's do a little bit of laser jump rope. No bottles here. Yep, you too. Thank you. It has been a nice day. Had a nice, relaxing breakfast. I got all my errands done yesterday, so I can just enjoy my day off. Well, I lost one of my charms, but that's okay. Still got some more. Actually, I'm just about to collect another one, so lucky me. But yeah, who here has heard of Sly Cooper before today? Because I know Sly Cooper is definitely one of those series that is really a series for the people in the know. Even back in the day, it was never one of Sony's biggest blockbuster hits, but it definitely developed a very strong following. There's another charm. There's the vault. Don't have all the bottles. I think they should be relatively close. Ooh, look at all the tar. Or is that oil? I think that's supposed to be oil. What did I have for breakfast, unless that's classified? I had myself a nice blueberry muffin. Just something nice and simple, you know, as breakfast should be. Shut that down. No, the last two clue bottles should be around here somewhere. Unless I somehow waltzed past them. That's quite possible. It has been quite some time since I played the first Sly Cooper. I'm much more familiar with the sequels, so you might see me futz around a bit. Oh, I will try my best to not do so to a egregious degree.
Bummer, you can't open this vault without finding the rest of the clues.
I'm working on it, Bentley. Yeah, unlike Crash Bandicoot, you have free reign over the camera, at least in terms of rotating it left and right, which that game definitely did not let you do, and you have a better degree of backtracking, but unfortunately not always. Looks like I missed them. Let's have a look around. You can use the L1 button to pull out your binocucom, which is essentially your first-person mode. Unless they are actually past that boiler sequence up ahead. Well, those are some boxes, which I will break. I like breaking things. I've heard of him. There were a ton of those anthropomorphic animal platformers back in the day. Yeah, that used to be one of the big things. Not over there, is it? Nope. Alright, let's keep going. Maybe I don't remember it being past there in the little boiler sequence. It could very well be. Also, I like the use of a life preserver as your hooks around here. I just think that's a nice touch. Yeah, no, it's not here. Alright, well. Do allow you to go back, which is nice, but I missed them. Oh well. We'll just have to make another quick run through the stage. Yeah, your goal is very simple. Just get to the end of each stage and grab the key. Alright, throw me back in, Chief. Knowing me, I probably walked past them, like, immediately at the very beginning. And if you want to re-listen to any of Bentley's tips or dialogue, just press the L1 button when you're in the correct area. And you can hear them again. Oh, there's one of them. Okay. That was pretty sneaky. There we go. Let's see. I've never seen him before now, though. I like the personality of the character thus far, and I enjoy the animations of Sly's tail. It is very nice. This game was definitely probably one of the closest attempts at the time to be to being a playable cartoon. Is it up here? No. I wouldn't put it past the devs to hide a clue bottle right here, though. I mean, I would. Oh, I see it. Alright, that's that. Unfortunately, we now have to make our way back to the vault. But we can go a little faster this time, I think. Yeah, Sly is one of those franchises that had a strong enough run on the Sony Playstation 2, and then he just kind of fell off the earth for a couple of years before Sly 4, Thieves in Time, which was released for the PlayStation 3 in 2013. And I don't think I've ever felt more mixed about a video game in my entire life, because Sly 4's plot is actually dumpster tier. Like, it is so bad. Let me put it this way. Comparing Sly 4's story to bad fanfiction is an insult to bad fanfiction. That's how... Yeah, that really puts it into perspective. But the gameplay is really good. Like, it's exactly how the later Sly sequels play, and it's really fun. But I mean, that plot, ugh. And I'm one of those people who are like, gameplay is king, and I still believe that. But Sly 4's plot is so bad that even I'm like, this ain't it, Chief. It's like, I can't look past this. And you know you have to be really bad when even I can't look past it, because I am more than willing to ignore even genuinely bad plots if the gameplay is fun. But it's just, I don't know what they did. It's just, ugh. And no, I probably will not be playing Sly 4. I honestly still have not even finished my first playthrough. It's been too hard. It's been too tough.
Press the circle to enter the vault code.
Why there's always a time plot? Yes, Sly 4 Thieves in Time is a time plot.
I can't believe I pieced this one together. Try 227.
227. And listen, unless your name is Back to the Future or Chrono Trigger, you can't really do time plots very well. It's just, it's such a dangerous concept.
Interesting. Old Sally Cooper's fast getaway raccoon roll. Stories claim she can move faster rolling than anyone else could on the run. Hold down the triangle button to use this move. Switch between your power-ups using L2 and R2.
Alright, so now we've got the raccoon roll. This will make us smaller, enabling us to slip through tight spaces. It also lets us move faster, a little bit. It'll be more useful later on. But yeah, it should be mentioned that Sly Cooper Thieves in Time was not developed by the original devs, Sucker Punch. It was developed by Sanzuru Games, who were responsible for the main port job of the Sly Cooper HD trilogy. That is not how I am playing these games. I am playing them on the OG PlayStation 2. Because that's just who I am. I'm a stickler for that kind of thing. But yeah, apparently Sanzuru did such a good job on that port that they were given the keys to make a new Sly game. And honestly, on the gameplay, I think they nailed it. But the plot is, again, awful. There's really no easy way of saying that. I have heard, and this is hearsay, but at the time of this recording, I have heard there is a potential that there is a new Sly game in the works. But again, total hearsay. Anyway, let's have ourselves a nice high-class heist, shall we?
Jackpot, Sly! Look at all this stuff! Must be worth millions! And you know what that means? Tighter security. You're gonna have to be extra sneaky to get the treasure key here.
Alright. Laser grids. Old-fashioned, but they still get the job done. Well, you know, for others. Alright. Here, we've got laser eyes. You know, the next standard in security. Fortunately, they will attempt to track us. Let me see if I can do this. Never actually tried this before. Nope. Well, if I execute it properly, I can. There we go. Be a little stylish. There's the vault. Keep looking for clue bottles. So yeah, as you can see, even though this game is very much styled on the original Naughty Dog Crash Bandicoot games, there's definitely quite a bit more exploration involved, which I quite like. It's not, you know, we're on the Sony Playstation 2, baby. It's not just a straight line anymore. You got, you know, we got depth and dimension. Let's see, there's a clue bottle over there. I think we'll have to go around this way. Hold on, let's get rid of these enemies. these belly floppers will attempt to move towards you. Just wait until they flop down and fall over, and then hit them. No, come on, Sly, work with me here. Work with me here, buddy. Alright, it looks like we have to go. Camera? Thank you. Okay. Even though we're in 2002 territory, 3D cameras still require a bit of grappling. Thankfully, I was born in the jank. Molded by it. Listen, I distinctly remember having to use, like, the C buttons on the N64 controller to move a camera. And it moved in increments, and it wasn't smooth, so this is nothing. You can't out-jank me. Gonna lurk for a little while? Alright, genre. We'll, however, take that one up. And yes, just like a litany of other 3D platforming mascots, the Sly cannot swim. So if you fall into water, you will take damage. Play a little bit of laser jump rope. Got it. Ah, so it was Sly Cooper. A fine choice, sir. Thank you, Pug. Also, we're glad to have you here. I still have no idea what this pillar is here for, because you don't need to use it to sneak past the spotlights. You do need to use it here, though. I love the plucked bass strings when you're sneaking. It's something they do better in the later Sly games, because they make it much louder. I actually had quite a bit of trouble trying to get things to sound nice. This is the loudest I've ever had to crank up things in OBS to get things to sound good. Let's shut this down. There we go. Okay, now we can go back and crack open the safe. This should be fine. Use our new stealth roll. Unfortunately, we are kind of bound by gravity, where if we're rolling uphill, we don't go as fast.
Press the circle to enter the vault code. Whoever thought this code up knew what they were doing. Dial in 436.
Oh yeah, sometimes you can do that where you can skip past what the code should be, and it still counts. I think that's funny.
These are the blueprints of Raleigh's entire operation. I wonder... Yes, I can wire this info directly into your binocucom. It'll show you the position of nearby clues and breakable objects.
Alright, so after you successfully manage to crack open a few vaults, you'll basically get the all-seeing eye. While in binocucom mode, breakable objects will light up in orange, clue bottles will light up in green. It's very handy for the completionists among us. Which means it's me. It's useful to me. But yeah, I guess you could say that I am an old guard of Sly Cooper. I've been playing it since the very beginning, which, considering that was 20 years ago, is a little frightening. But hopefully my 20 years of experience will pay off handsomely. Alright, so we've got 3 treasure keys, which does mean that we are able to move on to the next area of the hub. But, small spoiler alert, you do need all 7 keys in a world in order to reach the final boss, so... Unfortunately, we do have to do everything, but we do have some degree of choice in the order in which we do things, which is always nice. Though I will say, this game doesn't really have any kind of backtracking in it, at least in terms of the sense of stage-to-stage backtracking. It's not like you get something in World 2 that you'll need to use in World 1, which I quite like. I don't know, sometimes I like a little bit of backtracking just to kind of jazz up the like order of operations that you have to do.
You can adjust the game camera using the right analog stick. And to bring the camera behind you, click it.
I mean, I've already been doing that, but thank you, Bentley. So is this the original PlayStation 2 version or the Sly Cooper Collection version? No, this is the original PlayStation 2 version. I've made my stance on this clear many times, but I have no problem with the HD compilations and all that stuff, but I stick to what I know. And what I know is the original, so... Nope, this is from Genuine Hardware. A cunning disguise.
Those rats got pegged.
Raleigh appears to have booby-trapped this entire place.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Don't you get it, Sly? If you step on that rug, forget about becoming a master thief. You'll be a master dartboard.
Wait a second. What if I jumped into that barrel for protection?
I don't know. It looks pretty risky and very unsanitary.
Only one way to find out.
Alright. Well, I mean, we already know it's unsanitary, but is it safe? Yes. But what's a good stealth game without an inconspicuous object to hide in? Barrels will protect you from getting shot. It will not protect you from fire, though. And in case you're wondering, yes, you can in fact destroy the dart-spitting globes. Not sure why you would booby-trap a globe like that, but I'm not a crazed frog criminal. Knowing you, I figured that was the case, but thanks for answering all the same. You're welcome. Again, the plucked bass strings when you're tiptoeing around is just so good.
So far, so good. I bet if you stayed still inside the barrel, the guard won't be able to see you, even if he shines his flashlight on you.
So, yeah, we're gonna be... Solid Snake has the cardboard box, but Sly Cooper, he gets a barrel. And I think, honestly, I think Sly got kind of the better deal, because, well, you know, barrels are cool. Boxes are pragmatic, but barrels are cool. I don't know what it is, it's just, boxes are things that you see all around, all the time. Unless you're, like, an actual Cooper, which is the technical term for a barrel maker, which... Honestly, now that I've just said that out loud, makes it extra funny that Sly Cooper uses a barrel as his disguise. But yeah, it's just, you know, barrels are neat. I don't know, I just think they're neat. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk on the wonders of barrels. Also, barrels are, it's just a fun word to say. Not that box isn't also a fun word, but barrel. It has gravitas to it, you know? Again, you never know what kind of conversation you're going to get into on this streams. That's what makes them interesting. And in case you're wondering, yes, staying still works even on spotlights. There we go. There's the vault. Honestly, gravitas is also one of my favorite words. It is a good word. Gravitas. The word gravitas has a good amount of gravitas. You can't say that about most words. And again, I guess technically panache, because panache has a lot of panache, if you catch my drift. Just climb up the chandeliers, you know, as one does. Let's see, I think this is the bookcase that moves? Yes. I'll take those. Let's see. Unfortunately, I do still need my barrel. Missing one clue bottle. You know, as you do. Thankfully, this is one of the few stages where backtracking is actually pretty easy. Alright. Now to go look for my last clue bottle, wherever it has decided to lurk. Back here, probably. Alright, I should have free reign to go wherever I want. I'm gonna go back real quick. Oh, wait, I have my scanner. Duh. I should use the tools that I have at my disposal, you know? Be a real thief. Oh, it's right there. Remember, kids, books help you get to higher places. That's both true literally and figuratively. Unfortunately, I can't make that jump, so I have to go the way that was intended.
Press the circle to enter the vault code.
Alright, hit me with that code, Bentley.
With the help of a straight-edge and compass, the answer was simple. Dial in 242.
Oh-ho!
Outstanding! Another page from the Thievius Raccoonus. This one features Dev Cooperinda's slow-motion jumps. He used this to get by all kinds of airborne threats. Hit the triangle button while in the air to slow down time.
Alright. You know, that's just a casual thing apparently you can learn from reading a book. Just how to manipulate time. Time manipulation for dummies. Is that a real for dummies book? Camera. Interesting. But yeah, now you can slow down time. But only while airborne. This can make it useful for dealing with jumps. Thankfully, I will not be using it very much because, well, going slow is sometimes useful, but not always.
Sly, see that machine wheel? If my knowledge of mechanical engineering serves me right, applying significant rotational torque to achieve maximum velocity will yield a positive result.
You mean something good might happen if I can get the wheel to spin fast enough?
Isn't that what I just said?
That's always one of my favorite jokes in anything. Someone explains something in a very overly technical way, and then someone else just explains it, you know, like how it should be explained. I don't know, I just think that's really funny. Well, they do got the fire down below. So let's go.
Temperature's reading way off the charts in here. This must be the power source for the storm machine.
There's the safe. Alright. We gotta watch out for all the boilers, or else we're gonna have fried raccoon. Is that actually any good? I like to think of myself as a fairly adventurous person when it comes to food. I mean, I've never had fried raccoon, but I did have a bison burger once. That was pretty good. I don't know, I'm usually one of those people who are very, very willing to try new foods. Destroy the piles of coal for sweet Monet and some glue bottles. Okay. Once again, get the torque going. Bison burgers are legit. I think I've even had an elk burger once. That wasn't bad either. Never had elk. Oh, that's unfortunate. Can I jump up from there? Looks like I should be able to. There's no platform there. Hey, look at that! There's a little speed running tech for you. Uh-oh. So here's a question. What do you think is, like, the strangest thing you've ever eaten? For me, that's no contest. I had oysters once. Only once. And I'm glad I never have to eat them again. It was one of those experiences, like, I'm glad I had it, but I'm also glad I never have to do it again. Because that was, I think interesting is a fairly generous way of calling it. Almost there. All right. Whoop. And it should be noted, if you do step into a laser or a spotlight, you don't die instantly, thankfully. But basically everything... Actually, you know what? I'll show you. But an alarm goes off, and everything becomes red. If you get seen again, you will take damage. You'll need to destroy the little klaxon in order to shut the alarms off. Alright, but we got all the clue bottles, so let's make our way back.
Stand before me. It's got to be 579.
Is that supposed to be a GoldenEye reference? Huh. Neat.
Interesting. Chris Cooper's dive collection technique. This move is an extension of the dive move you already know. Just jump and hit the triangle button near breakable objects for some fast braking, fast collecting action.
Alright, so the dive has been upgraded. Some skills will actually just upgrade skills you already have. So now if you jump and press triangle, you'll do a slam dive. This is perfect for landing on enemies beneath you, and also, as Bentley mentioned, for breaking multiple objects quickly. Let's see. So I've actually had raw oysters, and I actually enjoy them, but I can only eat so much before the texture gets to me. You are a stronger man than I am, Pug. I don't even think I'd be able to eat one. Another thing I had in New Orleans that I would happily eat again, there was a hot dog stand I visited there that served both crayfish sausages and alligator sausages, and they were awesome. That does sound good. Again, that sounds like something I'd be willing to try. I mean, people eat frog legs. As it turns out, people just like to eat a lot of stuff, which I'm on board with. Anyway, here's a key. Aw, yeah. Alright, well we got 5 keys, and if my math is correct, that is more than 3, so we'll actually be able to get inside. Yeah, unfortunately, if you hit something you can't break with your cane, there's a lot of recoil, so all that money kind of went to waste. But we can head into the next part of Raleigh's hideout.
Astonishing! All my calculations led me to believe you had failed to knock out that generator.
Never was good at math.
Well, here's a real test for you. I found a way up to Raleigh's hideout, but unfortunately, it is doomed to failure.
You're not gonna tell me I have to shoot myself out of that cannon.
I'm afraid that's the only way.
Now you're talking.
You're really scaring me, man. Anyway, to get inside that thing, you had to steal all 7 of Raleigh's treasure keys.
So what are we waiting for? You show me those hollow whatsits.
You mean my holographic markers?
Yeah. And I'll swipe whatever it takes to get shot out of that cannon and steal back my family's Thievius Raccoonus.
Alright. Keep looking around. Alright, so this first area, Treasure in the Depths, will introduce us to one of our not platforming, sneaking around kind of areas. A little minigame challenge. Funny enough, alligator also kind of tastes like chicken, which I know is a cliche kind of thing to say, but it really did. I think I remember someone did a study that alligator has like similar texture to chicken.
You found it, Sly. This is where Raleigh's gang of crabs stashes his sunken treasure. Use your sub to blast them. The left analog stick controls the sub. Give it a try. Great. Use the right analog stick to fire its gun. That's it. Remember, you can always drive the sub in one direction while firing in another. To earn a treasure key, you'll need to collect all 40 chests. Do not let a crab take one into a tube.
Alright, so to get a treasure, you'll have to shoot it. Because as we all know, shooting things means you own it. And just don't let the crabs take any of the treasure into a chest. Also, I love the cartoony sound effect they make when they pick up a treasure chest. But yeah, apparently Raleigh has a gang of treasure-stealing crabs. 8-year-old me didn't question it, so 27-year-old me certainly also isn't going to question it. I will, however, question why we can't just pick up the treasure key. Like, it might be one thing if the key fell into a treasure chest, and then we gotta break them open to find which one it is. Excuse me, mister, that is not yours. Put it down. No. Nope. All right.
Congratulations, you did it!
No survivors. All right, just one key left. Also, as you can see, the 1-ups respawn every time you enter and exit, and you better believe I'm going to keep collecting them. Do I need this many lives? Probably not, but it's the principle of the matter, you know? Just hide behind the smokestacks. And kabam! The gunboat graveyard.
Ahoy, dogs! Capital job unloading that cargo last night. You're the crown jewel of my operation. Do me the service of proving your worth yet again by protecting the treasure key that I have stored down there.
Oh, no. Woo! Woo! Alright, I'm fine. Everything's cool. You're not cool, though, so get out of here. I really dig Sly's character design, too. He's a charming character. Yeah, he's... Again, as I mentioned previously, this was one of really the first games to really try and go for a true cel-shaded style. I think games like Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker and Dragon Quest VIII kind of succeed a little more, but you always have to start somewhere. Yeah, as I was saying before, really there hadn't been a game like Sly Cooper before it, since, you know, there really was no game that combined 3D platforming and collecting with a heavier emphasis on stealth. Obviously, there had been many platformers and a fair number of stealth games beforehand, but never anything that really put the two genres together. But apparently it worked quite well. Also reminds me of Klonoa 2 a little bit in the art style. I can see that. Unfortunately, I've never played a Klonoa game. I do know that they are, unfortunately, fairly expensive games these days. I do know there was that Klonoa remake on the Wii. Maybe that's a little cheaper? I don't know. He's got a mean throwing arm.
Press the circle to enter the vault code. This one was cake. Input 719.
719, alright.
Lucky Sly. This page features Karen Cooper-Giwa's coin magnet technique. All she had to do was stand near money, and it would magically jump into her purse. From now on, you'll automatically collect any coins you come near.
Hey, that's pretty nice. I imagine if you had coins just magically jump towards you, though, that would make paying for your dry cleaning or parking meters pretty tough, I would imagine. Like, get in the machine. No! Just, I don't know. Alright, that's all 7 keys. So, we're good to go to fight Raleigh. Let's do that, shall we? Alright. Blast off. The Eye of the Storm.
How delightful! We have a guest. The only thing is, I hate unexpected guests!
Listen, Raleigh, wipe up my family and steal what's mine, you better expect company.
Oh, I'm ever so sorry. How sloppy of me not to finish the job. Obviously, we should have snuffed you out as well. So, without further ado, let me make amends by bloating to gargantuan size and squashing you like the insignificant bug that you are.
Bring it on.
Alright, well, this is the boss of World 1. Raleigh. Thanks to his big bulbous size, he will attempt to jump after you to crush you. And after a few jumps, he will deflate. Like so. Then give him a quick smack. Uh-oh. As you can see, we now only have one platform we can use, but evading him is still the same basic idea. But now things switch up. Every platform he lands on will sink. Whoops. That's alright, I got another hit. I see that big wall of text, genre. Give me 1 second and I will read it. 3. Should be this one? Yes. Alright, the last hit. Now this one, I believe, goes back to, yeah, only one platform. But he won't attempt to crush you this time. At least not directly. This time he'll attempt to hit you with his tongue. Just jump over it like the world's grossest game of jump rope. And we win.
You've beaten me. Well, gloat all you want, Sly Cooper. You're no match for Mugshot, my villainous cohort in Utah. You'll see. Mesa City is so well guarded, a snake couldn't slither in without setting off alarms.
Raleigh's section of the Thievius Raccoonus held detailed instructions on how to perform my ancestor Ryoichi Cooper's ninja spire jump, a technique he developed while sneaking into the thickly fortified castles of feudal Japan. Finding a way off Raleigh's boat got a little tricky with the untimely arrival of Inspector Fox, who, failing to find me, busted Raleigh and his crew. With the storm machine out of commission, boats found their way back onto the ocean, and the mystery of the Welsh Triangle faded from memory. My gang and I loafed around England for a while, enjoying the pleasant weather, and then headed back home, excited for our next heist.
All right.
I took the liberty of pinning your mission map up on the wall. You can use it to warp directly to any levels you've already visited.
That's nice. Now, let's see. The other day I was wondering about the whole everything tastes like chicken thing. If frogs or alligators came before the domesticated chicken as we know it, whereas crocodilians have remained mostly unchanged for hundreds of years, would it be more accurate to say that everything tastes like alligator? That's a fair point. But I guess the real question is, like, what was the thing that people ate most of first? Like, did people actually eat a lot of alligators? Or did they eat a lot of chicken first? But I can definitely understand that line of thinking. I think that could be funny. This everything tastes like alligator. It's always interesting to think about how things could be different if just one or two small little details were not what they were.
We're all set to go to Mesa City.
Alright, what's up with you, Murray? Good job, Murray. Alright, let's head to Mesa City. I've actually never been... I've never... Have I been to Utah? I think briefly, but I've never been to Mesa City, so, yeah.
It had been a while since I'd been back in the U.S. Next up, the notorious Mugshot. Ruthless muscle of the fiendish five. What he lacked in brains, he definitely made up for in brawn. Turns out he wasn't always that way. He grew up as the run of the litter. A neighborhood weakling. The only friends he could turn to were usually found on the big screen. It was there that he spotted his first gangster, and he knew instantly that that's what he wanted to be. He spent the rest of his youth working real hard to get there, fueled on his dreams of great power and respect. With enough perspiration, he realized that dream. He'd become a hard-boiled, street-brawling, tough-as-nails gangster, ensuring that he'd never be kicked on or pushed around again. So he's holed up in Mesa City, huh? I've always wanted to go to that thriving American boom town.
Sly Cooper in. Sunset Snake Eyes. A rocky start, isn't it always? All right. Keep out and stay out. Well, that sign can't stop me. I don't know how to read.
Hey, Sly, I thought you said Mesa City was going to be loud and busy. This looks more like a ghost town.
Something's happened. Where is everyone?
I don't know, but it's starting to give me the creeps. What do you say we take off?
And miss all the fun? Besides, I want to try out that new move I got from Raleigh's section of the Thievius Raccoonus.
You mean the ninja Spire jump?
Yeah, do me a favor and read me the instructions again.
To landeth safely upon diminutive points, leapeth lively and presseth the triggering device with the round geometrical object emblazoned upon it.
So, jump and hit the circle button to land on narrow spots.
That's a rough translation.
Well, it's good enough for us. So yeah, the ninja Spire jump lets you land on tiny points, like this. Very handy. Hold on, let me just, don't mind if I drop in. Oh, so there's like a spy-themed movie name for each world. That's actually really cool. Yes. The, episode 1 is titled Tide of Terror, and it's so cheesy, I love it. But yeah, we're in Mesa City. Well, technically we're on the outskirts right now, but, you know how it is. I think this is my favorite world. Mostly because I just kind of love the desert aesthetic. And there's lots of casinos and other things to rob, so, you know, there's that. Oh, the guard dogs. They can only go so far in their leash, so if you stand far enough away, they'll just run right into you, and then you can give them a good whack. Also, I like that we use tires as our hooks. I don't know, I just think that's funny. Boing. Could you imagine if, like, your mattress at home was that bouncy? You would never get a good night's sleep. Oh, hello. Goodbye.
What's with those flashing lights?
The latest in high-tech security. Electronic floor sensors. Step on them and you're a goner.
Nice touch.
They're safe to walk on while flashing, but it also means they're about to switch to a different sector.
Alright, floor lasers. Man, some people are just extremely paranoid. So as Bentley was saying, while they're doing the blinking to switch, they're safe to jump on. Oh, these guys. They'll try to hit you with their ball and chain. They have a pretty impressive reach, but they sweep the chain, so if you jump over it, you should be in good shape. Oh, these guys. They throw cards at you in a wave pattern, but they throw pretty low, so again, jump over the attack, then close the gap. Ow! Take that! I should be diving more. Oh, good! Compactors. My favorite. Said no one ever. Well, that's one way to do things. That's where the... oh. That's kind of a slightly nerve-wracking jump. Especially considering the camera was being mighty uncooperative there. Somehow that hit me. I'd like to file a complaint against that. There is the checkpoint. I'm probably dead. Nope, we're fine. Does collecting all the bottles get you anything? Yes, the clue bottles are how you get into the vaults. You need every single clue bottle in a stage in order to crack open a vault. And no, as I was saying previously, if you already know the code to a particular vault from a previous playthrough, you can't do anything with that. You need all the clue bottles. Thankfully, collecting the clue bottles is never required, but, you know, they're nice, shiny objects to steal. Let's see, there's the key. We don't want that yet. Ah, so you can't Resident Evil speedrun that. Nope. The devs thought ahead of that. Fortunately, I am missing some bottles. And since we are in a new world, the scan feature does not work. So we'll have to do this the old-fashioned way. Again, the crate comparison to Crash Bandicoot is very obvious, but the devs do a much better job of hiding the clue bottles. But they also do the right thing and not make it so there's like a billion of them in a stage. In fact, the maximum amount is 40. And considering that even in the earlier Crash Bandicoot games, some stages could have well over 100 clue bottles, 100 boxes, I think they struck a good balance of having enough so that you do have to look around for them, but it's not so much that it's like, Crash 4, It's About Time levels of way too much stuff. Oh, I think I remember where the last clue bottles are. Oh. That was not where I thought one of them was. I think that means I do know where the last one is. I'm dead. I thought I would be able to jump around, but apparently the death box is a bit bigger than that. Whoop. Ooh, a lucky charm. Also, don't stay out on these cars too long. You actually can send them over the edge, with you still on them. Yeah, even Crash 4 can sometimes go a bit overboard with the boxes, as in, like, every stage. Listen, I still love Crash Bandicoot 4, but, there is just too much to collect. Okay, now how is your boy actually supposed to get out of this? Am I doing this? No. Huh, okay. Well, it costed me my charm, so... take that, I guess. Let's see, if I remember correctly, I think there should be like a car teetering on the edge. Oh, here it is. Uh-oh. Okay. Now we just gotta make our way back. It's a good thing that the checkpoints save, like, the enemies that you defeated, so if you do need to go backwards, it's nowhere near as painful. At least the game usually lets you go backwards. Some stages are definitely an exception, but it's not like Crash Bandicoot where going backwards in stages where it's not supposed to let you go backwards, or that's not the primary direction, aren't, miserable.
Press the circle to enter the vault code. A little bit of higher mathematics and voila! Dial in 314.
I think I know which power-up this is. I like this one. This one is funny.
Outstanding! You've uncovered Rob McCooper's patented explosive hat technique. Use the triangle button to toss your cap. Then use the triangle button again to detonate it. Better back off to a safe distance first.
So yes, now we have hat mines. Let's get to a nice, safe location. So yeah, press the triangle button to toss out your cap. Then, press triangle again to detonate it. As Bentley was saying, make sure you steer clear because the blast will damage you, and if you have no charms, you will die, and you will be humiliated. But as you can see, it's pretty slow, so it's definitely not something that you'll be able to just pull out in the middle of a fight. As hilarious as that would be. Also, I like how apparently the technique, the explosive hat, is patented. Ah, it's like Cappy from Mario Odyssey got an explosive temper. Yes, and no sentience. That's the important part. The hat is not sentient. Also, you can only deploy one hat at a time, unfortunately. Though apparently Sly has an infinite number of caps in his backpack. Oh, it doesn't destroy that. That's sad. 0 out of 10. Alright, let's head to our hub world, shall we? Please open up. Please let me in. I have the key. Please be so kind. Alright, let's back up and try that again. There we go. Mugshots turf.
This mugshot certainly isn't shy. Okay, so we know he's here somewhere, but how are we supposed to find him? Mesa City is a big place.
Given that he's a bulldog, it seems only reasonable to assume that he'd choose to live in a giant fire hydrant.
That's some sound logic, Sly. Now you just need to find a way to break into the building's base.
Oh, I'm sure I'll think of something.
Alright. So yeah, that's kind of how the general structure of all this works. You always need 3 keys to enter the second area of the hub, and you'll need all 7 keys to fight the boss. As you can see, we've got, bulldog gangsters. Should be a good opportunity to test out the mine. Oh, thankfully he didn't hear anything.
It's the boss. You know, I'm the first to admit that maybe driving everyone out of town, while necessary to set up shop, might have taken a hit out of the business. So, now I hope you monks will be obliging to any visitors that come here to lose their money in my casino. But, I got a reliable tip that a cop might be snooping around the operation. So from now on, greet any visitors you see with a hail of lead. Capiche?
Well, that's not exactly hospitable of you. Also, what is the little percentage that appears in the bottom left corner from time to time? That is your game clearing percentage. Basically, as you complete stages and open saves and do other things, your game clearing percentage will increase. And that's basically what that represents. Let's go to the first area, Murray's Big Gamble. So yeah, currently we're at 24% complete.
Murray is in position to make a run for this key.
Okay, so what do I do?
Provide some covering fire for him with that blasting station.
Sweet.
Use the left analog stick to aim, and press the square button to fire.
I'll do my best.
Oh boy, a turret sequence!
Oh, I'm going in.
So we gotta help Murray get to the end. Just blast things. Thankfully, Murray does a good job of getting out of your way, but he is vulnerable to friendly fire, so be careful. If you have any charms, Murray will share them with you. So if you enter the stage with a silver charm, he'll have a silver charm. Also, watch out for the exploding barrels. They will kill Murray.
Bingo! No! I'm half done.
Keep going, Murray. You're doing great.
No!
Oh yeah, that's a funny trick. Just the surprise explosives. I gotta go. Nice seeing this game and nice seeing you guys. We'll see you later, genre.
Bingo!
We're almost there.
Almost done.
That's just what I said, Murray.
Nice shot. We did it.
Good job, Murray. Alright. 2 down, 5 to go. Let's see, what stages do we have? Oh yeah, you can pull up your map by pressing the select button, and it'll even let you jump to stages. But where's the fun in that? Sproing! Oh, this stage, at the dog track. And we will be racing dogs, just not in the way that you might think.
Murray, what's going on down there?
Well, I drove to this hot dog stand for a quick snack, and the next thing you know, I'm getting challenged to a race by these gangster dogs.
Is there a key in it for the winner?
Yeah, 3 times around the track for a key.
It's all you, man. Drive the van with the left analog stick. And if you manage to pick up any nitro power-ups, you can get a boost by pressing the square button. Go get them.
I'm on it.
Alright, it's racing time. So yeah, get first place to get a key. The steering is a tad slippery, so you want to be careful. Drive through the nitro bottles to pick up boosts, then press the square button to activate them. The boosts kind of spawn a little randomly, so you'll want to make sure you pick them up when you can. Also, you lose a lot of speed if you turn too sharply, so you want nice, gentle turns. And also, try not to turn while you're turboing. Thankfully, the other racers really can't do much to you. They can drive through the nitro bottles to steal them, but they will not use the boosts. I remember a lot of people mention that these stages are pretty tough, and they definitely can be if you don't know the technique. You really want to make sure you're grabbing the nitro bottles, and also not doing things like that, and having nice, smooth turn radiuses. That's really the critical one. You want to turn nice and smooth, because if you turn too sharply, your speed's basically going to drop to nothing. Also, this guy has, like, bagpipes? Why would you torment yourself like that? I mean, don't get me wrong, bagpipes can make good music, just not when your jalopy is crammed full of 3 of them. Alright! That was close, but we did it. Also, no offense, but if the key's just lying there, what's preventing us from stealing it? Alright, so technically, we can move into the next part of the hub world. We do have one more stage here, so we're going to clear that first. I'm also going to try to see if I can't scoop up a charm before we get going. Fortunately, these guards are broke. There we go. Now we're in good shape. Boneyard Casino. Finally, time for more stealthing and snooping. Oh, there's a switch. Let's go.
Nice job getting in, but look out out for those guards. Mugshot's got those machine gun-toting dogs hunting like a pack.
Yeah, they're moving pretty well together. And also, if you set off a sound, guards will hear you, and they'll move in. Thankfully, it won't take long for them to return to their route. This should work. Little closer. Bang. And the other guy didn't hear us. Excellent. We can do this. Uh-oh. Ah! Thankfully I had a charm. I didn't think that other guy would hear us, but clearly he did. But yeah, this is why you'll definitely want to be collecting as many coins as you can, because the extra hits are really nice. Thankfully, we are in a casino, which means there's plenty of things to break. It means there's plenty of opportunity for profit. More floor lasers. Ooh, a lucky charm. Excellent. This is a good place for a mine. You can actually do this. Whoops. Well, again, thank goodness for the extra charms. I thought the game would stop me at the ledge, and I wouldn't be able to just slip off on the when I'm not on the bone. Clearly, I was wrong. There we go. This place is flooded. That has to be really bad for business. I understand that you're like criminals and all, but, you know, I would think that you would like to do a better job of, you know, maintaining your base of operations. You know, making it look legitimate and classy. You certainly ain't no Yakuza, I can tell you that much. I see you back there, Clue Bottles, but first, I want to hook onto this. Because it gives us a huge payday. That's another lucky charm for us. I gotta say, I think the game definitely has a good difficulty curve. It hands out enough lives so that you're usually not very frustrated. And it does give you a good spot to grind lives in Raleigh's hideout if you so need it. The game is pretty good about giving you charms and checkpoints, so it definitely can be a little tough at points, but it all feels very fair. Uh-oh. Well, thankfully you're gone. Oh yeah, this is a very funny thing. You can actually destroy Mugshot's legs here and get a lot of cash. Wires and water. That sounds like a dangerous combination. At least the roulette wheels are still going. Now, this sequence is probably one of my favorites in the game, because it introduces a concept that I really like in games, and actually, the devs refer to it as the +1 method, where basically you introduce a game concept, and just to get players accustomed to it. But then, you kick it up a notch. As you can see here, some of the slot sections have lasers in them. You definitely don't want to land on those. Shut them down. Ooh, another charm. Uh-oh. Alright, we're fine. Get out of here. Now, as you can see, they've got the wheels spinning a little faster, and now there's laser gates, which kind of force you to move in just one direction. Here, we've got them moving a little slower, but now they're moving in the direction of the laser gates. Now we gotta carefully jump around them. Oh, I'm missing a clue bottle, aren't I? Or is it on top of this chandelier? Yes, it is. Okay, sweet.
Press the circle to enter the vault code. Man, I'm getting swift with deciphering these codes. Dial 338.
338.
Okay, this page is from your hyperactive ancestor, B.F. Cooper. He discovered a way to speed up the clock. Perfect for those long stakeouts. Just hold down the triangle button to use it.
Alright, so this is the companion piece to slowing down time. Now you can speed it up. And this means that if you have to wait for anything, you can do so much faster. However, it does make platforming a little trickier, so be careful. Ah, and this is the escalation of that +1 method.
Why, this giant roulette wheel is spinning too fast to jump counterclockwise around it. You'll have to jump in the other direction to try to land on the green section.
Yeah, the green section. So now we have to try and land on a specific segment, but each time you do, not only does the segment change, but lasers are added. Alright, we're in. No sweat. Alright, that's all the keys we can get here. So let's finally make our way in. And you know what they say? Hold on, I gotta get rid of this guy first, before I deliver my cheesy pun line. You know, it is the perfect night. For a drive-in. We'll just let ourselves in. Huh. The big old mugshot face. That's probably where he's hiding, yeah?
Would you look at that ugly mug?
I am, and I find it infinitely fascinating.
Huh?
My X-ray detection devices reveal that a secret elevator to Mugshot's penthouse is contained within that giant head.
So, how do we get in?
Behind this locked wall, there's a lever that summons the elevator. But you need all 7 keys to open it up.
I'm on it.
Alright, so get some more keys. Which stage do we wanna... This one's the closest. Let's go with this one first. Oh yeah, sometimes you won't, stick to something. You can crouch beneath it, like this, and you can then shuffle side to side. It's very nice. 2 to tango. Oh, this stage. I remember this one. This one introduces a fun concept.
Yuck, these rooftops are filthy. Well, they are the only way to get to the key, since my locator tells me it's in a jewel case somewhere near Mugshot's penthouse.
Alright.
Well, 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 look who just walked into my crosshairs. Sly Cooper.
About time you showed up, Miss Fox. I was getting worried about you. Thought you took a wrong turn somewhere back in Paris.
The only one making wrong turns is you, Sly. I'd suggest you surrender before I paralyze you with my good friend, the shock pistol.
Now see, a girl whose best friend's a firearm's got issues. A little dinner, a little dancing. I think I can help you out.
Sounds romantic. As long as you don't mind dining in jail.
Nah, I hear the service is lousy.
Once I catch you, you'll know for yourself.
Alright, well, I'd rather not, thanks. So yeah, the gimmick of this stage is that Carmelita will be attempting to shock us into submission throughout the whole thing. So there's not really a whole lot of stealth going on here. There is a lot of fast-paced platforming. And of course, clue bottle collecting while we're at it. That's a 1-up. Oh dear. Woo, getting a little close for comfort there, aren't we? Okay. Looks like we're all right for now. No doubt that will change very, very soon. Let's just enjoy the peace while it lasts, huh? Huh. Bam. Get out of here. Please tell me there's just like one clue bottle here. Doesn't look like it. Sure hope I didn't walk past it. It's starting to look like I did. Is it on the balcony? Nope, it definitely looks like I've run past it. Great. It's on the chandeliers? Alright, let me look. It's quite possible that I'm blind. Also, hello, Flag! We're glad to have you here. Let's see. Let's have a quick look. Jump to that. Thought I saw it ahead. I don't think so. Because the thing is, here's the safe, and unfortunately there's no way back after this, so it'd have to be pretty cruel to hide the clue bottle forward, but it could be there. Also, hello, Booble, we're glad to have you here. Glad to have everybody here. Is it over here? No. I probably just waltzed past it like a doofus, so we're just gonna have to, try it again. Alright, let's go! This is all very precarious, don't you think? Oh dear. It's a good thing I don't own any of this, or the property damage would absolutely spike my blood pressure. Boing. Huh. There's the jewel case.
Cooper. You can't run forever.
Escape via hot air balloon. That's a new one on me. Guess I saw something else. It could be. That's alright. We'll run through the stage again and take another look. But how is everybody doing today? I hope everyone's doing swell. No, put me back in, coach. My kleptomaniac tendencies must be sated. Let's see. No, it's not right there. Not here. Not at the bottom of the rope, or the pipe, rather. So it's definitely somewhere during this sequence. Just have to make sure we check each and every rooftop. Nope, that's not it. It's not here. This area is pretty clean. Interesting position. I was stuck in there for a moment. Oh, I see it! Alright, now we're good. Now let me at that treasure.
Good thing I know Navajo code talk. Try 532.
532. Let's see, what's in this one? Oh, is this... No, we should get the scan ability here.
You found the blueprints for mugshots additions to Mesa City. With these files, I'll be able to help you find all his clues and breakables. Just look through your binocucom to get the information.
Also, gotta say, you make this game look easy. Well, I have been playing this game for 20 years, so I hope my 2 decades of experience pays off. I guess it is so far. I haven't died yet, although, of course, now that I've said that, I will very, very soon. Also, I do not expect to get through this game without dying, though it would be a great achievement if I do. I will certainly try my best. I did say I did... No, actually, I already did die. Never mind. It's like I already forgot about it. Yeah, these stages are definitely the most action-packed. Not to say that, you know, the previous stages have been boring or anything, but there's more of a inherent time limit in these kind of stages, if you catch my drift. Oh. Okay, that was some interesting recoil, but it works, I guess.
I'm gonna hunt you down, Cooper. You can't run forever.
Farewell again, Carmelita. Alright, that's that. Easy there. What are you swinging at, my man? He just really, there was like a fly in his face. He just really had to get rid of. Back alley heist. Oh, this level! I like this one. Of course I can't run forever. That's why I mix it up with some jumps. Yeah, we gotta keep people on their toes. This stage is mostly 2D. I like this one. Whoa, yeah. Of course, the classic awning bounce. Get out of here. Huh? Huh. Alright then. That was interesting. Also, I love levels like the last one where you're platforming and have to keep moving and jumping. It's why I love speedrun levels in Super Mario Brothers, or any Super Mario level for that matter. I definitely know that auto-scrolling can be an acquired taste for some people. I think when the auto-scrolling is really, really slow, like in something like Yoshi's Island, it definitely can drag down the experience, but a stage that makes you move forward is pretty good. I don't think there were any clue bottles down here, but might as well check. I think you can just jump down right here. Where's that death? Nope, you can land here. Interesting, it doesn't look like there are any clue bottles down here, just a little section of treasure, which is fine. Nope, that looks like that was it. Okay, cool. Let's head back to where we need to go. Also, I really love this song. It's got both that kind of smooth, jazz, stealthy kind of feel to it. I don't know, it's just... it strikes the right balance of being both cool and tense. Should be safe here. Auto-scrolling has to straddle that fine line, I think, of being too slow or too fast. But in my opinion, leaning towards too fast is better. I hate waiting in auto-scrollers. I think that's kind of the same basic idea. Uh-oh. Also, you can enjoy the nice graffiti in the background. That's Jojo Raccoon, who is the main villain in Rocket Robot on Wheels. Alright, I think... yeah, I'm not sure why those bottles would be on that, but we got them all. Whoop. Whew. Alright. I also always love the kind of improvised platforming, you know, like we were bouncing off, what was that, air conditioning units? Those people are going to be very hot, but, we're a thief. What do we care? Another charm. There's the last clue bottle. Boing. Oh, camera, work with me here. That works.
Press the circle to enter the vault code. I could have broken this code in my sleep. The combination is 565.
565. And bada boom.
Oh yeah, this will come in handy. It's Suzanne Cooper's notes pertaining to water safety. With this knowledge under your belt, you won't have to waste a charm whenever you fall into water.
Alright, so now we're technically immune to drowning. Which, well, no, even if you know how to swim, that technically doesn't prevent you from drowning, unfortunately. But now we won't lose any health when we jump into water. Mighty useful. We're cruising! Alright, there is one more stage right over here. straight to the top. Oh yeah, I like this stage too. I guess it makes sense as to why this world is my favorite. This stage has a very interesting gimmick. This glass. We gotta break it.
Forget it. Your cane will never smash that thick glass. You'll need something super heavy, like that big wrecking ball up there.
Alright, I like causing wanton destruction. Also, yes. the cars will fall when you step on them for too long. So don't. But this is definitely one of the more open-ish stages in the game. Like, yes, there is a way to the top, of course, but as you can see, there's lots of open area to just kind of run around, break stuff, and grab coins and bottles. I will say, that is one thing that I think Sly Cooper 1 does very well.
Those neon tubes? I know they look like you can't climb on them, but with your thieving skills, I bet you can pull it off.
Sorry, what was I going to say before I was interrupted by Bentley? The stage variety is quite good. Not just, like, where you're doing your thieving platformingness, but also in terms of, like, what you're doing. Or at least, like, the style of it. Because we just had a 2D section, and now we have a somewhat more open stage, where we're climbing on neon tubes. It's fun. Oh, this one now falls, so we have a nice little shortcut. Hello, chump. Goodbye. I definitely thought you hit me there, but appears your depth perception is quite bad. Uh-oh. Looks like a hook. Oh hey, look at all the clues. Now, who hides clues in a water tower? That just seems kind of batty. That's another one up for the pile. 28. I think that's the number we need. I guess we'll find out relatively soon. Oh, don't think you can hide those from me, video game. I'm on to some of your tricks. I'm sure they'll fix that later. Get out of here. Uh-oh. Got blindsided. Ooh, that was close. Let's see. And I'm not entirely sure I've ever played an auto-scroller that I thought was fast, but I also don't do a lot of platforming games, and this music is a bop, yes. Most of the music in this game... Oh. Oh, that's such a good joik. Anyway, might just break on through to the other side. Bam! Yeah, most of the music in this game is relatively low-key, but sometimes you just gotta hit him with that bop, you know? Oh, there's the last clue bottle. Sweet! Now, what do we have here?
Enter the vault code. You need an IQ of at least 140 to figure this one out. Dial in 468.
Okay. That actually means technically I'm relatively close to being able to solve that.
Aha! It's Sir Andrew Cooper's thief replica technique. He used to make fake stand-ups of himself to confuse guards into attacking the wrong thing. Use the triangle button to put together a fake Sly Cooper.
Alright, we can make a decoy. And what I was saying before, I know that like IQ tests are not the be-all, end-all of intelligence. And in fact, they're actually, you know, they definitely have their own flaws. But as a kid, I had my IQ test taken. And apparently based on the procedures, my IQ was actually around 126 from what I remember. Which I hear is pretty good, I think. But that was when I was 6, so for all I know, I could have fallen to, you know, the average level IQ at this point. I'd like to think not. Anyway, here's our treasure key, and we can make decoys of ourselves. You definitely don't need an IQ of 140 to know that that is a relatively cheap-looking decoy, but I guess if you're dumb enough, it works. Also, much like the hat, you can only have one decoy up at a time, and when it takes any damage, even from yourself, it will break. It's neat, but, you know, I prefer just not getting caught in the first place. That's 7 of 7. That's the lucky number around here. That's quite good. My IQ is good enough to leave me as a mostly functional adult who spends more brainpower on video games, D&D, and eating. Hey, that's... You know what? That's all you need. Unfortunately, you can't use your decoys or any of your triangle skills while you're on a point. You could do something like this. What? Okay. That was not... Huh? Alright, that was definitely not the interaction I was expecting. Okay then. This does give me the opportunity... Oh, I guess I should explain what that hourglass was. Once you clear a stage, you'll be able to participate in a Master Thief Sprint, which is basically a fancy time trial. I'll talk more about that later. That was... Okay. That was definitely not how I planned that to go out. Okay, so the decoy ability sucks. We're never using it again. Good to know. Oh, man. Well... I'm glad I at least had that. I guess I'm going into this fight with no hit points. Rad. Alright, let's just open up and call elevator. I need some room service. Ah, yes, the classic children's platforming trope of going inside a big, giant, scary mouth to progress the game. See also Diddy Kong Racing. Last call.
What? My boys have been yapping about some big mysterious dude running around cracking skulls and this is it? You're the monkey wrench in my operation? Some scrawny rat with a stick. Hey, wait a second. I seen that stick before.
Maybe when my father knocked your block off with it.
Your father? Wow, you're a Cooper? You know, that Thievius Raccoonus had a lot of nice pictures, but way too many big words.
So you don't mind just handing it over?
Why, what, are you kidding? You break into my place, steal my stuff, trash the joint. I feel transgressed and violated. Let's rock.
And in that order, too. Alright, Mugshot. Now, you can probably guess, based on his muscles and his gigantic guns, that a melee fight is not what you want. Use the pillars and your acrobatics to evade his gunfire. Smack all of the mirrors to get the pillars to light up so that you can damage him.
My beautiful gun is destroyed. Good thing I got a spare upstairs.
You only have to hit Mugshot 3 times, but he's definitely way harder than Raleigh is. As you can see here, there's a lot more open space. And some jumps. The second phase is definitely the hardest of this fight. Oh boy. Okay, we're fine. Alright, last phase. Alright, so this phase is about patience. Mugshot will shoot in a straight line towards your position. As long as you have a mirror in front of you, you'll be fine. So your goal is to use your Ninja Spire jump to quickly jump between the gaps. This section's about patience. Also, if he shoots a mirror that's been rotated towards the central prism, it'll rotate back. So are any of you dog people, or are you a cat person? That's a question I can ask. It's not like there's a lot going on here. Oh, we win. Nice.
This is impossible. A little pipsqueak like you, beating a big, strong bruiser like me? It ain't right. You want all of that stupid picture book? You're gonna have to go down to Haiti and cross paths with Miss Ruby. And then believe you me, you don't want to be you.
Mugshot section of the Thievius Raccoonus contained an entry from my gunslinging ancestor, Tennessee Kid Cooper. His specialty was the rail walk and rail slide. Moves perfected through a lifetime of theft in the Old West. Getting out of town proved to be a little more challenging than getting in. Having just missed us, Inspector Fox went for the next best thing and dragged that canine steroid case off to jail. That was the end of Mugshot's gambling empire, and Mesa City's citizens soon returned home. While me and the boys, well, we enjoyed the rest of our stay in America, and then returned to Paris, ready for our next mission.
Alright. Dog. Cats are superior. Dog. I love both, but I'm allergic to cats. Fair enough. But, that's episode 2 done. This is going great.
I figured out a way to get us to Haiti.
Alright, let's go to Haiti. That could be fun. Oh, Murray's playing a game. But funnily enough, that's actually a real console called the... not the Pocket Station, but it was basically a portable Sony Playstation. Which is very funny. I'll leave you to it, Murray. Alright, let's go to Haiti. I hope we have all of our, got those yellow fever shots.
The third member of the Fiendish Five was the infamous voodoo priestess, Ms. Ruby. Born into a family of mystics, other children found her scary. Teaching herself to summon the undead provided what few friends she had. A career in crime allowed an adult Ms. Ruby to punish the world for fearing her as a child.
Chief mystic for the Fiendish Five, her powers allowed them to break both the laws of man and nature at the same time. Yet despite the whirlwind success of her youth, she managed to slip into obscurity. Last known sightings claim she headed out of civilization and deep into the Haitian jungle.
Sly Cooper in Vicious Voodoo. The Dread Swamp Path. Alright, let's go. Look at those mosquitoes. Good thing we don't have anything that big around here.
Sorry, Sly, but this is one mission you will have to accomplish without me.
You don't believe in ghosts, do you?
Sure I do. My scanners have picked up verifiable paranormal activity. But that's not the problem. This swamp is oozing with disgusting mold and bacteria.
Suck it up, Bentley. We got work to do.
All right, then. Don't forget to use the new move you learned from Mugshot's section of the Thievius Raccoonus.
You mean the raccoon rail walk?
The roots and vines around here are perfect for that. All you gotta do is
Jump and hit the circle button.
especially where you see the bark has been worn away, and where it's super slick from icky slime and moss, you'll rail slide like a skater grinding pipe.
I'm liking it.
So yeah, we can now rail walk. Jump on rails to move on them. Depending on the type, you'll either be able to walk normally, or you'll slide, doing your best Tony Hawk impression. By the way, if you want to climb back up, you can just jump backwards. Boing. Oh, hello, big ol' spiders. Though the spiders are good at, like, startling you, their attack takes a little time to wind up, so as long as you react quickly, you won't become bug bait. Checkpoint! Uh-oh. Whew, that was close. But yeah, this place is definitely a much darker atmosphere than Mesa City was. Oh, these guys. So these are like big root brutes. You'll have to hit them twice. First to knock the... Actually, 3 times. First to separate the head from the body, and then 1 hit each for the head and the body. Just take your time and keep swinging. And try not to think too much about what you're doing. Otherwise, you might not be able to sleep at night. Too late, I already thought about it. Oh, I'm dead. Well, now that's just frightening. Alright, let's try that again. Also, one nice touch is that the pictures on the coins change in each world. Because in World 1, it was just, it was Raleigh's hat. In the second world, it actually looked like, you know, real money with a big old dollar sign on it, and now we got skulls. That's a nice touch, I really like that. Alright, come on then. Here's a question. Who here has actually been in like a... It's kind of like thick jungle environment. Oh, somehow that hit me. Alright, whatever you say, video game. I'd like to dispute that, but I'll take it, I guess. Here's a clue bottle. Trying to hide from us. Oh, a lucky charm. Thank goodness. Should just be able to jump this, no? Yep. Oh, these guys. Okay. Yeah, these are the first kind of guards who will change their light position. You'll need a good sense of timing.
Ruby's lair. To get in, you'll need that key on top of a tiki pedestal in the guard compound. There's a bad mojo force field protecting it, so you'll have to destroy all 5 of the purple candles surrounding it.
No problem.
Don't get cocky or you'll end up with your head shrunk to the size of a pea. You've got to get past those voodoo guards, and I'm warning you, they're mean and they work like a team.
So do we, buddy.
Oh yeah, in case if you're noticing, during any of the Binocucom calls, you can actually move each person's head by moving the left or right analog stick. I don't know why they put it in, but it's just funny. I like it. Let's see. Can you repeat the question? I was asking if anyone had ever been to this kind of swamp jungle environment before. I can't say that I have. I've definitely been in some desert environments though. Maybe not Sahara Desert, but definitely some very dry conditions. Oh, hello. Yeah, we just gotta separate them one at a time and just take them all out. Alright, now we can destroy...
You've done it! The mojo force field is down, and you can steal the key!
Alright. But, where are the rest of the clue bottles? I know there's some on the perimeter. There's one. There's another one. Alright, so we're missing one, of course. Camera, work with me here. Oh, it's probably on the inside, I hope. Oh yeah. I think there's one more on the inside. At least I'm really hoping there is. Come out wherever you are. As if that'll actually help anything. That's just the desperation setting in, you know? It's here somewhere. I will say, that is one nice thing that Sly 2 does, is that it adds a nice clinking sound to any bottles when you get close. Sly 1 does not have that, unfortunately. Oh! Found it. Closest that I've done would be the swamps in Louisiana, and I really just drove through those a couple of times. That's close. That's more than what I've done. Alright, what's in the safe?
Press the circle to enter the vault code. If I did my math right, and I always do my math right, then the combination has got to be 588.
588. Sweet.
Electrified. Kelly McCooper's notes on how to harness the electromagnetic field created by a rolling raccoon. Now your raccoon roll move will really pack a punch. Plus, it should give you a nice tingling sensation.
I do like tingly sensations. Alright, so now, whenever you roll through the powers of electromagnetism, you'll generate a force field. This means if you roll into an enemy, you'll defeat them. This will greatly help you in your Master Thief sprints, because the roll initially could not damage enemies, but now it can, and that helps you keep your roll going. The swamp's dark center.
My paranormal scanner is maxing out on that structure.
A reading like that could only be coming off Ms. Ruby herself.
I think you're right, Sly. If you want to crack at Ms. Ruby, you're going to have to find a way inside that skull temple.
Alright. Inside the skull temple. That's no problem. That can't be good. Let's go in here. The Lair of the Beast. Sounds like a charming establishment that definitely won't result in anything horrifying. Now that is a gate. Forget a welcome mat. Just roll out one of these and you will never be bothered by any solicitors ever again.
What's with this industrial strength voodoo gate? Miss Ruby must really be trying to keep something out.
Or maybe she's trying to keep something in.
Well, whatever the case, we definitely have to go in. These candles out of the way. Keep going, Sly. There you go. Man, lots of clue bottles around here. Ugh. There we go. Okay, everything's fine. I actually don't have that much of a problem with spiders. Like, okay, I wouldn't want to wake up to one in my bed, but I'm not that afraid of them. All right, let's go. You know what? I think I'm just gonna ignore you, my friend. I will not do the same for this big mosquito. Whoa, what is this platform doing? Are these games closer to like a 3D collectathon or more of an adventure exploring game? Sly 1 is definitely much more linear in that the stages are just kind of point A to point B for the most part. They're sort of like stealthy Crash Bandicoot games, if that makes any sense. Sly 2 and 3 are definitely more open. They actually have like a full-on mission structure.
Whoa! Did you see those reeds move? There's something huge under there. You better get going.
Alright, whatever you say. But yeah, no, Sly 2 and 3 and Sly Cooper Thieves in Time are definitely far more open games. Like, they're actual mission marker start points and objectives you have to complete. So, Sly 1 is definitely the oddball of the bunch. But I feel like it laid the necessary groundwork for 2 and 3 to escalate. Let's see, how do I get there? Well, probably by doing this. Alright, hold on, you. So yeah, if you're a fan of the more, like, mission-based games, kind of like Jak 2 and Jak 3, Sly 2 and Sly 3 will be more up your alley. Oh, I'm in the drink. Thankfully, I didn't lose a charm. Although we have found ourselves in an interesting pattern. Alright. Well, get ready to run. Oh, hello, you are just looking like the hungriest thing that ever did exist. Who puts the clue bottles along this path? A friggin' masochist, that's who. Oh, I am dead. Help, help. Oh, no. Alright, I'm fine. Everything's fine. No need to worry, even though I am worrying quite a lot right now, thank you. Give me that. No, I'm just damage boosting. You know, that's the whole point. Just, I did that on purpose. Whew, thank goodness for Lucky Charms. Alright, we're in the clear. Thankfully the safe is right over here.
Press the circle to enter the vault code. I had to overcome some personal demons to get the answer to this one. Try 444.
Alright.
entry. Bruce O'Coop's computer hacking technique. Using the data on this page, I should be able to tap the duty roster in each hideout and project guard information into your binocucom.
Alright, so this will give us information on guards when we scan them. Unfortunately, most of it is not very helpful. It's just kind of flavor text, so... but, you know, information is nice. Alright. Let's see. So we got 2 keys. How many stages are left in this area? We've got 3. You know what? I think we're kind of in a pretty good place to call it quits for today. The first Sly Cooper is not an especially long game, especially in comparison to Sly 2 and Sly 3. So we gotta save something for next time. But thank you for stopping by, everybody. This has been really fun. And I'm looking forward to when I can pick this up again. Because that's always one of the worst parts of doing things like this. You know, you really get into a groove of playing a game, but then you gotta stop, and then you have to wait a little longer until you can play it again, and that stinks. If you'd like to stay up to date on the things that I do, I have a Twitter, Discord, that you can see in my information panels. But for now, this is the Defender signing out. See you later!